Wayne Coyne is the frontman of legendary psychedelic rock band The Flaming Lips, who celebrated their 30th anniversary in 2013. We caught up with Wayne in the middle of a record store tour to chat Chocolate Brains, re-releases, plans for 2014, and more. I'm Philip Obenschain, and you're watching APTV. Hey guys, this is Philip Obenschain, your Nashville correspondent for APTV, and I'm here with Wayne Coyne from The Flaming Lips.
Oh, all right. Hello. All right.
And Wayne, you're out on a tour of a couple of record stores in honor of the re-release of The Flaming Lips' first EP, The Flaming Lips' second cassette demo, both on vinyl. Can you tell us a little bit more about both of those releases?
Right. Well, you know, this thing that happens, I don't even know if it happened last year, but now it sort of seems like there's become a couple more of these slightly celebrated record store day events. You know, I think for a little while it's just been the one, and maybe it started a couple of years ago, it's the two, but now we kind of feel like this day before Christmas, the Christmas Eve shopping day, has also been a little bit of a reason to, you know, get something going. And so this, is good news for the Flaming Lips, because we're always doing stuff, you know, and we want people to have it and a reason to celebrate it or whatever. And our, you know, a lot of people don't know this, but we started in 1983, a long, long time ago, for a group, and we, you know, have been urged to sort of celebrate this 30 years of the Flaming Lips. But we weren't very prepared, you know, last year or at the beginning of this year. We were doing all these other things, and we didn't know what we were going to do and didn't think about it very much. And then we ran into, I have to say, I was on an airplane, and I ran into a woman who is a crazy chocolate maker woman, and she has a place called Dude Sweet Chocolate. That's the name of her place. And we started talking on an airplane. And she knew that a couple of years back I had done this life-size skull made out of gummy.
Right,
you know, we'd say gummy bear, but it's a gummy skull. But it's made out of the gummy stuff that you eat. And we had put a USB hard drive in there. And she said, well, we should do a chocolate skull or something. And so, lo and behold, not even quite a year later, that's the skull that she made, and it's an actual life size, made from an actual skull, and that's a life size brain, and those are both made out of really, really great gourmet chocolate for sure.
And the record is in the
record is in between there. See, you see that that thing it's sitting on? Yeah. See, the record goes in there, and you can pull the record out. Yeah. And so, you know, the record somehow is in between the skull and the drippy brain stuff there. So really great, bizarre package there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And as you said, this is the 30th year of the Flaming Lips as a band. 30 years ago, where did you see the Flaming Lips in 2013? Were you even thinking that far ahead?
No, I mean, I think, you know, when we started the group, I don't think we... It wasn't a bad thing, but we didn't look at ourselves as even being musicians and stuff. You know, we started in a very just enthusiasm for life and adventures and art and ideas. Music, of course, is one of them, but you know, we really came from the sort of like a punk rock, do-it-yourself world. So I think for us, the idea that we got to do it at all was already amazing, and then we thought maybe it would last through that summer or maybe another summer, and that would be it. I mean, I don't know. We never gave it that much thought. And then, but I think we were really lucky that we discovered that we really loved making records.
Right.
And in the beginning, I don't think you know that. You know, you think it's all about, you know, your identity and what it all means to you. But I think we discovered that we really loved recording, and we were lucky enough that we got to do, you know, a bunch of recording even early on. And so I think that really, you know, changed us and made it seem like maybe we could find a way to make this our life. But yeah, I think extremely lucky and bizarre and weird and wonderful world that the Flaming Lips can be a group for 30 years and the president can only be in office for 8. Yeah.
How do you guys manage to keep up so much momentum at this point? Because as you said, this year has been very busy for you. You put out The Terror, you just put out Peace Swords, you've done a lot of collaborations.
Oh, we have.
And touring,
I forget. There's that other record as well. Yeah. Well, I think when it is so much a part of your life, just every day, this is what you do, in the best way possible. I mean, I get to wake up and think, oh, I get to do this, I'm going to do that. And even today, I'm running into all these people that I know and talking about music and ideas and stuff. I think for me, I never think of it as being very much.
Really?
You know, I just think, oh yeah, we'll do this. But then sometimes when I look back on even just a year like this year, it's like, wow, all right. Yeah. But I think sometimes you just really get lucky that the things you're doing, they work, and it's satisfying to everybody, and it can move along. Other times, we've sometimes been for 3 or 4 years in between doing stuff. So I think it's just sheer luck, and opportunities come up, and and you do it. Yeah, like I said, you run into weirdos making chocolate skulls.
And is there anything about next year you can tell us? Any plans for 2014 other than the shows that you've already got on the books?
I don't. I'm sure we'll have another thing for the April Record Store Day. I'm contemplating that we did this song. I think it came out in 2011. That was simply entitled "The 24-Hour Song."
Right.
And it was a piece of music that only was available in this mega hard drive that was actually embedded inside a real human skull. Now, you can't really do this legally in America, or really, there's some places in the world, but not any place that you could buy records at. And I think we made 17 of those. But that music is, a lot of people really, they want to hear bits of the music, but it's quite a commitment. So Dave Fridman and his son have engineered a couple of times this 24-hour song down to, I think there's been 3 albums, 2 albums, and a 1-album version. I think when I get done with the new year here, I think I'm going to listen to all those and see if maybe we would release something that takes the 24 hours, sticks it on something manageable like a couple of records, and maybe we'd release that. That sounds like it could be really fun. And when I go back and revisit that music, I think fans would really love it. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, Wayne.
Of course.
And here's to another 30 years of Flaming Lips.
At least.
At least.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks a bunch.